Hello, Tracy. You all right?
Yeah,
Can you tell us a bit more about yourself, what you do? You're the dead hombres, but you do other things, don't you? Can you tell us more about what you do?
yeah, I'm bass player and I suppose I'm graphic artist as well for Dead Hombres, um, and emotional support animal for Nasty Nige Hombre. um, yeah, I've been a musician for quite some time, for probably 30 something years, maybe longer. I started playing guitar at school, um, but in bands for probably 30 years. Um, But on the professional side of things, I'm a working tattoo artist. Um, I originally trained as a jeweler, which I still do sort of part time. I do that more for the love of it than anything else. Um, and yeah, that's about me. I'm a working creative.
So tell us more about the Dead Hombres album because I've listened to it. It's really fucking good. It's really good.
The whole album, we've been working on it for, it's taken months to do, months and months and months, almost a year. Um, been a labour of love. There's a lot of work gone into it, a lot of rehearsals, a lot of agonising. We've had, we lost a couple of members since then, unfortunately. Um, but the guys that played on the album, they did an absolutely blinding job. It's wonderful, really, really happy with it. Lots and lots of layering, lots of DIY work. This wasn't a professionally recorded, well, semi-professionally recorded, I suppose, um, piece of work. We did part of it in the studio, part of it, or several different studios, part of it here at the Hombres hideout. Um, where else did we do? Oh, some more at the engineer's house. So it's been lots of layers done in lots of different places. Oh, we really are rock and roll renegades.
Punk rock roots, punk rock DIY roots. That's what it's about, isn't it? Really, sort of,
Absolutely.
And you've got a good
And
album out of it.
we've got a great album, and we're really pleased that we've had Brett, who is Nigel's son, his eldest son, to help us with. He's done all of the recording, he's done all of the mixing, he's done the majority of the mastering work as well. So he's got a lot of input on this, and he's really, really invested in what we're doing. Very lucky to have him around, and he's a very talented guy. So he's just looking for new projects right now. So thanks to Brett, we've should make him an honorary hombre. He's definitely an amigo. Put it that way. But yeah, we've got some really good songs on there. Some that we've been doing for such a long time. You mentioned Ghost Train there, and it must be one of everybody's favourites. But such a good story in the middle. And during rehearsals, I think you'll remember Jeff used to change the story to whatever he felt like on the day. It just used to come out like verbal diarrhea. It's Jeff's story. Let's see what he's talking about today. But he did tie something down to the right time, exactly what he wanted to say. And it's great. It's absolutely great. So, yeah, we're all riding the Hellbound Ghost Train. We've got lots of video ideas, but we've not gotten around to that yet.
It's time, isn't it? It's time and it's budget. When you've got so many ideas as
Right.
well, like being a creative, you like my head's constantly buzzing with stuff.
Yeah. And you just can't get everything out, can you?
I know you can.
So some things have to just sit on the brain shelf. Um, the artwork took some doing. That was a real learning curve for me. I think I was telling you about doing the artwork for the album,
Yeah.
which all of it has been done by myself. That always falls to me because I'm the one who can draw. um, so yeah, it was quite a learning curve for me. I produced what I thought was the correct artwork to the correct templates, and I've had to go back and remake several parts of the artwork again and again and again. So working with the the graphic designer who was from the CD printing company, he was very accommodating, really helpful, and helped me out when I was tearing my hair out saying, well, I don't know how to get this bit to work and that bit to connect. And he was very patient and helped me out. So there's a lot of hours in that artwork.
Yeah. It's good
Yeah,
artwork.
yeah. And then unfortunately, I think I made a spelling error with somebody's name on the thank yous on the inside cover. So I'm absolutely gutted that it's not perfect.
Oh, did they say anything to you, or were they not bothered? Or they did say something to you?
Yeah, I've been really apologetic, and nothing much I can do once it's gone to print.
No.
But I'm very pleased with the overall cover. As I say, a very steep learning curve. But I'll know for the next one. I'll know for the EP that we've got planned next.
Can you tell us more?
We've got a couple of pieces that have been bandied around for a little while. We've got some new songs that we're sort of kicking about and trying to just kick into shape. There's another one that is for me to sing. So maybe 4 or 5 songs, maybe up to 6. So just a little EP, not the full 12 tracks like we did with the album, but a good teaser.
Is it because so much went into the album, you just want to sort of record but not have the full like pressure of an album?
It's more about time. I mean, as you know yourself, there's so much going on and we all have outside lives. So getting together to get things finalized is and get songs, built properly and bedded in. It's quite tough.
Yeah.
We do try not to do straight songs. There's usually something a little bit special about each one, or a little bit of a twist or whatever. So they take a bit of working, a little bit of working out.
Yeah. It's
Them were absolutely amazing. So if you listen through to, I mean, his little extras in Baby from the Black Lagoon are
oh
great,
yeah.
really funny. So yeah, they're well worth listening to. So is that a trident in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me?
No, it's funny. Just that's what I mean. Just like those little comical bits and yeah,
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah,
And the new drummer's bringing something new to us.
yeah,
He's changed. He's a very different direction to Jeff. So it's just nice to see that somebody else adding their own creative input. And it's not just Nigel and myself. It's somebody else there to bring an extra sound to the band.
you had another guitarist at one point.
We did. We had Rufio playing with us. Rufio's a great guy. Another one with an incredible sense of humour. Very dry. Sometimes you didn't even know whether he was joking or not. He was great fun for that. He is great fun for that. I'm talking in the past tense as though he's not with us anymore. He's, wonderful, great guy. Wasn't for him to stay along with the band. He had other commitments, but he certainly did add some wonderful parts to the album. And he is playing with us in August, just coming to do a guest spot, which I'm really pleased about. That'd be great fun. Had a little quirk live, and you know how we go out into the crowd live. Nigel and I tend to go out and walk around, and the audience do enjoy it. Usually it was within Ghost Train. Rufio would head to the gents every single time. This was during lockdown, and some of the files were disrupted and some of them were lost. Andy approached me beginning of this year to ask if I still had I think it was the drum files. That's what had been lost. But I still had them on my MacBook, and I sent them off to him, and he's put his song back together again. So yeah, Andy's got slightly different writing style to what we're used to. So it was an interesting collaboration.
He seemed proud of it. He's very proud of it. So
He's an incredibly supportive individual. He's great for supporting other people's music as well as promoting his own.
Yeah.
It's nice to see so many fellow musicians who are like that. We're all supporting each other and picking each other up, which is
Yeah.
where it should be. It's exactly where it should be.
Oh, definitely.
Cypress Hill song that was talking about being in the music industry, and I think the line was, "It's a fun job, but it's still a job, you know. Save your money," and that was part of the line, and that sort of resonates. That yeah, it is just a job. You've still got to work at it. You know, even if you're big, you've still got to work at it. You've still got to work full time, and you've still got to have something for the down times.
Who's actually got up on stage and done it, and if they don't like what they do, it's like fair enough you don't like it, but it's taken them a lot to get up there. You know, the
Yeah,
time, the energy, and especially if you DIY, it takes a long time. It can take a couple of years to actually get your band like, you know, at a really like workable, you
yeah.
know, level, a level that you're comfortable with, and a level that works, that
Mm,
you know attracts an audience. It just doesn't happen overnight, does it?
it doesn't. Even if you're working full time at it, there's a lot of slog, a lot of
Yeah,
hard work. And if you're not thinking about the next song or practicing, you've got to be thinking about your socials. You've got to be thinking about how you're promoting yourself. You've got to be thinking about what's the next piece of merch that you're going to produce, and how you're going to get that out there, and how you're going to meet the next promoters that on the next level up from you. There's so much to think about.
yeah,
It's not just sitting and playing your guitar all day. If I'm tattooing, obviously I've got prep work to do beforehand. I've got to spend hours on emails and messages and actually getting the work in, and then I've got to do the, as I say, we've got to do the social side of things, social media side of things, all of that self promotion thing. Then when eventually you get a booking, I then have to sit down and do the research and do the drawings to produce the design work. Whereas the client will come in and sit in the chair and you'll do the work and they walk out and they think that's it. Those few minutes is their time. That's all it takes.
it doesn't,
Uh,
does it?
it doesn't. There's a lot goes on behind the scenes. For instance, it's now past 7 o'clock and I didn't put in my order.
In terms of tattooing, have you ever had somebody approach you to do a tattoo that you think, do you know what, I'm really not comfortable doing this tattoo? Have you ever had
Often,
to, have you ever had to turn anybody away? Have you got
yes,
any
I regularly
stories?
turn people away. I'll turn them away because, first of all, the main thing is they're too young. There is a legal age limit, so I do turn people under 18 away all the time. But the other things are when people are just not ready. So, for instance, let's think about it, a memorial tattoo. If somebody's lost a family member or a pet and they want a memorial tattoo, usually, and they ask me in the first week, if they actually sit and spend the time to think about it and for the pain to subside a little, they make very different choices. So I tend to try and put those people off. If I get somebody in who's got a design which I think I'm not comfortable working on, that I think is either derogatory to them or not very nice for other people to see, I can say no. And I will say no. You know, do you really think that this is a good idea? Sometimes I'll just give them a talk. Sometimes I'll just say, actually, I'm not comfortable with this at all. If you want it tattooing, I'm sure you'll find somebody who will do it. Um, yeah, I've been asked for. One guy came in very drunk. It was when I was very early in my career, and I didn't have the skills to get him out the door. I didn't have the confidence to literally turn around and kick him out. So I tried to persuade him out, but he wanted 777 across his forehead.
Okay.
I don't have any other tattoos. He's saying I don't have anything else. This is the only one I ever want, and you want it on your forehead. Yes, yes, I definitely want it. And why do you want 777? Because the world's gone to pot, and it's like 666, only it's one worse. It sounds a bit Spinal Tap, really, doesn't
It
it?
does, doesn't it? What about your jewellery making? I want to say silversmithing, but it's a
Yeah,
different. Yeah,
it's not far off silversmithing. It is silver jewellery, yes, and it's what I trained for back in the 80s when I went to college. I went to college in Epsom and studied contemporary jewellery design. Oh yeah, it's a lot of silversmithing skills, and I love it. It's still something that I do that's more for me than anything else. So it's more my thing. Tattooing, I feel, is for other people. I'm giving my skills and um, my time to a very specific audience in the same way as I am with the music. Um, music is less restricted than the tattooing is. Tattooing is very strict. I've got to do what the client wants, and I can't get out of that mindset. Sorry, that I need to do exactly what the client wants. I'm sure you understand this as a designer.
yeah,
You have a brief to work to, and I'm the same with tattooing. With the music, the brief is more open, it's more creative, it's more us. But I'm part of a bigger picture there. So I am putting in my input, but it's my input to the project rather than just something I'm doing on my own. The silver work, the jewellery is me, it's all me. So I make what I want to make. With the hope that somebody else will like it and somebody will buy it, but I still make what I feel needs to come out of me.
you do make some really nice pieces.
Thank you.
Have you got an
Thank you.
Etsy account?
No, not yet. I've used Etsy before and I find it a very difficult platform to navigate. It's got a lot of quirks, it's got a lot of expenses. I will eventually have my own website instead. But it's it's an expensive thing to be into. Buying precious metals now since lockdown, has the price of precious metals has gone through the roof. So it's one of those. It's like the little shoemaker. I sell one thing, I can buy enough stuff to make another two, and then I'll sell one thing, but I've got this bill to pay, or a piece of equipment to buy, so I can only buy enough to make another two. So it's a slow burner,
Yeah.
slow burner, but I will get there. To be honest, I really just love buying precious stones, and I've got to stop that. Drawers full of precious stones to use up.
Oh,
But,
it's
yeah,
no, it's great that you've got that skill, and it is a skill. It's a really, really, it's a really good skill. It's a really high regarded skill, really.
it is. It's a lot out there, and the same as there are a lot of musicians out there. So you've got to stand out. You've got to do your thing for the few people who love what you do. I
Yeah.
do have some really good followers on the jewellery side of things. I've got some great followers of the music, and some really loyal fans for my tattooing. So I'm blessed, really, to have those people around me.
Yeah. It's like when people do like your stuff, you like it's nice. It's like yeah, it's like I'm reaching people because you can. I don't know about you, but you often feel like as a creative, you can feel like you're on your own, you're working on your own, and is anybody even noticing what I do and noticing who I am and what I'm about and what I make and when you get somebody going, oh yeah, I connect with you, I see what you do and it resonates with me. It's nice, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it's wonderful. I follow your work, and it's really nice to see you grow. So I think there's a lot of people that don't say enough, but are behind the scenes watching you grow and watch. I came down in 86. I spent a few years down here. I went to Epsom School of Art and Design, and it was a fantastic time. Late 80s. I could spend every weekend in London going to gigs, shopping on the King's Road, shopping at Carnaby Street, when there was like a massive, basically really rough and ready market there. All those wonderful things. Yeah, it was great. Lots and lots of gigs every weekend. And I probably went to similar gigs. In fact, I know I've gone to some gigs that my new husband was at the time. Yeah, he and I were probably moving in the same larger circles, not the small intimate circles, but the larger groups. We were probably all in the same spaces.
Yes, it's funny how that happens, isn't it? It's like me and
Yeah,
Lorik. I mean, we'd been going to the same gigs and knew the same people for years, but we just didn't know each other.
yeah.
And then you suddenly like something happens and you meet. How did you meet Nigel anyway? What brought you together? Or do you not want to say? Your face just said, "Oh no, don't want to talk about it."
I found him online.
Saying that though, I found Lorik online, and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, and I know a lot of people who have as well. We were both in a similar situation, having come out of relationships, and I was desperately lonely. I think he possibly was too, and we joined an alternative dating app. The big ones at the time frightened the life out of me. The people were just not the people I would want to normally form a friendship with, let alone a relationship. There were some definitely people that weren't my type, shall we say. So I thought, let's join an alternative one for rockers, metalheads, bikers, goths, that sort of thing. And he was on there. And we talked, and the rest is just like history. Almost a year to the day we were married.
nice.
There you go. Yeah, nice little love story. I think I caught him by having a photograph of me with my bass over my shoulder, looking quite fierce at a gig. And yeah, I'm sure he thought, I'll get a bass player out of this. Whether that's the truth or not, I don't know. But it's an interesting story. He's been on the scene for a lot of years. For probably since his early teens, I would think. Been working in a lot of different bands at a lot of different levels. And now he's with us in Hombres. I think he's been quite successful in quite a lot of bands. Been signed a couple of times. Yeah, all of this was before me.
And now you've got your own label, haven't you? You've got the is it your own label?
Yeah, and Nigel wanted to put it out himself. So yes, Devil's Preacher label, Devil's Preacher Records.
You're going to be putting out other bands on that, or is it just for you guys?
For now, it's just us guys, but for the future, who knows? It has been discussed, so
Okay.
we're not really sure just yet. But if you listen to the lyrics for Guns, Gamblers, and Ghosts, you'll see where Devil's Preacher comes from. It's my superpower. I've got to admit, that's my one superpower, is I can remember lyrics. I can't remember what tattoo I did yesterday, but I can remember the lyrics from a song that I used to hear now and again back in the 80s. I can remember them all, and I can sing the song because I've got all the lyrics up here. But that's probably what's taken up all the space and not allowing me to remember anything else.
I
So
don't
I
know
can remember all of Nigel's lyrics when he forgets, and I remember all of mine, but it's completely up to the way that you want to write. If we demo something new, the two of us will come and sit in this little music room, as we call it, our spare room, and tap away on GarageBand, basically. We will build something and demo it on GarageBand, and there are a lot of different drummers that you can use on there just to get things going. And then you'll have something to practice when you do find a drummer. So yeah, it would work. When we recorded our album, each piece was done separately. So there was nobody there but me and the engineer when I did the bass lines. So I could do what I wanted basically, but I still stuck with the program. But it's nice that you've got that space to do it without the pressure of others, and without two guitarists who are sitting there bored and twiddling away at something else, for instance, or having a go at each other, or whatever might happen. don't end up with those fights if we did it all separate.
Yeah.
I went to work when they recorded the guitar parts. I just left them to it. None of my business. The fun part was getting together and doing all the voices.
Oh yeah, that's always the best part, isn't
That
it?
was really good fun. We did half the days that we recorded it, half the time is spent just doing Nigel's main vocals or my main vocals, but just the main parts. And then the other half, everybody got together and we all put in the backing vocals and the shouts and the silly bits of percussion and things. We got a vibro slap. The vibro slap was great fun. And then it's just, who can play a harmonica? Let's put a harmonica in.
Oh, who did the harmonica?
Rufio did the harmonica.
Nice.
And it's, yeah, a lot of really nice effects from Brett as well. He put enough sort of echoey distance in there to make it sound as though it's direct from a western. I'm not going to be in the top 40 or anything like that. We're doing it this for fun. Oh, we are. We are going to be. Wise words from the man himself. I'm doing this for fun. We do this because we enjoy it. Other people go out fishing and other people go out and play golf, and I'm not interested in any of those things. I just want to be in a dark room playing rock and roll music. Thank you.
Oh, do you know, so do I. So do I, Tracy. I like it. I like it a lot.
I just want a drummer next to me and somebody else making a loud noise at the front. Not listening. I don't think there is. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just me. I'm very visual in everything that I do, so if you don't see it, I'm not really hiding anything because I can't hide things. I'm visual. I'm an artist, and I don't hide much. Cook a good curry. There you go.
Oh, there you go. You cook a good curry.
Yeah, I've been learning to make British Indian restaurant curries, and I can cook a good. I'm tattooing, and I'm making jewellery, and I'm cooking curries, and I'm doing artwork for the band, and that's my other skill for the band is all of the artwork. Somebody's got to make the posters, somebody's got to do the album covers, somebody's got to design the merch and that sort of thing. We've got a new t-shirts which is due any time now. I'm just waiting for the merch to drop. So yeah, every time we release a new t-shirt, it's a new design. I don't repeat the designs.
Oh, nice.
So just another one in the list. They're all new designs. Might be similar to the last, but it's new.
Yeah.
But it's good to keep it all in-house, isn't it? If I'm not paying a designer, if I can do the work, we're not paying a designer, so we're not working to pay somebody else. We're working to push our own band. It means we've got more money to spend on buying some patches. Because as I say, we're accepted by the psychobilly crowd who wear a lot of patches on jackets. So that's coming up new, is we're doing patches. I've just started to do some rather interesting merch. I've done some handwritten lyric sheets.
Oh, nice.
Signatures, squiggles from me and signatures from the band. So that's quite a prestigious thing to have in our merch list.
Yeah, because CJ Wildheart was doing that.
Yeah.
He was doing that, and I actually said to him, I said, I don't know how you do that, especially with my dyslexia. God knows what I'd fucking write. I've only started writing out my shopping list, and good intentions would start well, and I'd be writing out the lyrics, so I'd start thinking about something, and I'd be writing that down, and hats off to you, because it's tricky doing that. I'd have to
do half of your lyrics, and then it will be bread, milk,
time that you have. There's so much you want to do that you've got a shelf, but you just can't do it all.
Yeah, I've got all sorts of printmaking and all sorts of things going on up here, but they're going to have to stay up here because I haven't got the time to dedicate to it.
Yeah, I used to love a bit of printmaking, like doing the lino cuts and things.
Yeah, I've got a box of lino cut materials in my art room there, and yeah, I've got loads of empty canvases in my art room, none of which are being used.
but I guess there will be at some point.
Well, there may be. Depends if I get the time.
Yeah.
I'm not designing for the studio or designing for the band or making some jewellery or making another curry.
Thank you, Tracy. We were the Punk Rock Creatives podcast. Check out the Dead Hombres, and I'll see you next time.